NBA is home to some of the most amazing athletes that have ever played in North American sports. In today's day and age, we may be witnessing the most all-around talent across the league. We are seeing phenomenal athletes going in and night out, even setting records they seemed impossible to achieve just 5 years ago. But unfortunately, for the all-around NBA fan, unless your favorite team resides in Oakland, California, you don't have much of a chance and actual hopes to winning an NBA championship. Realistically, the Golden State Warriors have created one of the better dynasties in NBA history, and they are surely, barring injury, returning to the NBA Finals this season. But today we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to look at 4 possible playoff series that the NBA could have that fans would absolutely love if the Warriors were not in the NBA. Starting off with number 4, San Antonio Spurs versus the Toronto Raptors. Clearly, the story and the drama in this series would be DeMar DeRozan, a former Toronto Raptor, going up against Kawhi Leonard, a former San Antonio Spur. Of course, with all the drama that happened this past summer with Kawhi, he ended up getting traded up north to Canada, but he has been putting on a phenomenal season so far, putting up MVP numbers. He is certainly a top 5 player. He has certainly proven it, and his free agent decision will definitely make a big swing during the summer, whether he be staying with Toronto or going to another team. But could you imagine him going up against his former team, the team that raised him, the San Antonio Spurs? On the other side, DeMar DeRozan looking Toronto in the eyes, trying to prove them wrong and regret the decision that they made to trade him. Could you imagine if the Spurs were somehow able to defeat the Raptors in the finals, the amount of regret that the Toronto Raptors would have seeing DeMar DeRozan in another uniform raising up the Larry O'Brien trophy? It would be very entertaining television. Number 3, the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now here recently, we know that the 2 superstars of these teams have been having some beef lately. Joel Embiid and Russell Westbrook. They had a game recently, and they were getting real tangled up, and they were really going at each other. And after the game, they made a comment that, we're not cool. Yeah, we don't have to be cool. So anyways, this would be very exciting. 2 very entertaining teams with a lot of superstar power. You got Russell Westbrook and Paul George on one side, along with Steven Adams. On the other side, you got a new death lineup for the Philadelphia 76ers featuring Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, and, of course, Joel Embiid. This will definitely be a lot of fun for all the die-hard NBA fans who have always wanted to see Russell Westbrook succeed, and Paul George, a true redemption story after he broke his leg and was traded away from Indiana. For the Philadelphia 76ers, who suffered throughout most of the decade, the process is finally over. They are finally reaching the point. They are finally going to reach the potential that everybody thought they were going to have, and it would definitely be a very great back-and-forth series between Philadelphia and Oklahoma City. Number 2, the Houston Rockets versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, both teams have 2 of the most exciting players in the NBA today. On the Bucks side, you have Giannis Antetokounmpo. On the Houston side, you have James Harden. Both putting up phenomenal numbers, both making a run at MVP this season. It will definitely be a very entertaining series, seeing these 2 MVP caliber players going at it one-on-one for the NBA championship. Chance for either one of them to prove, to make their mark as a true NBA legend, true NBA superstar. It'll kind of remind me of the feeling of whenever LeBron and Kevin Durant had their first finals matchup back in 2012. It was 2 guys who had never won a ring, seeing who was going to get their first ring. So I would definitely love to see the competitive drive between these 2 guys in particular going after the NBA championship. And number 1, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Boston Celtics. I don't even know where to start with all this. Of course, you have the Lakers and Celtics rivalry dating back all the way from the Bill Russell to Wilt Chamberlain days to the 80s with Magic and Bird, even to the late 2000s with Kobe versus the big 3 of Pierce, Allen, and Garnett. We could have one of the most entertaining series when it comes to drama. You have LeBron with the Lakers leading his young core. On the other side, you have Boston, who is led by Kyrie Irving, the former running mate of LeBron James, with that young core who have been building up to an NBA championship caliber for seems like forever, man. it seems like they've been building all this potential. They had all those draft picks ready to make a big move. Now they have Kyrie, they have Gordon Hayward, they have Jason Tatum. They got all these great young guys ready to win a championship. It all would come together for this NBA Finals series. Kyrie wanting to prove himself that he wasn't just the Robin to LeBron's Batman, that he could lead his own team. What better way to do that than beating LeBron himself in the finals in his first year in LA? The Lakers, on the other hand, LeBron trying to cement his legacy as the greatest player to ever play the game. If he could win a championship in LA, his case will definitely be a lot better, especially with this young core that the Lakers have. They're really raw, but they have a lot of talent. They could definitely get a championship win over the Boston Celtics. So yeah, man, we appreciate y'all being here. This was just kind of a fun idea I had. Let me know some of the finals matchups you would like to see down in the comment section. If the Warriors, of course, didn't exist, more likely than not, it's going to be the Warriors representing the West, and any of those 4 teams that I mentioned on the East. Still should be a very entertaining NBA Finals. However, we appreciate y'all being here. It's your boy, 3DaysNate. Please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a like, follow us on all the other platforms. We're on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. It's all good. We appreciate y'all being here. Alright?